or whatever they call them. Yeah, he like said that like there were stories from the villagers that like they saw cows flying.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that's like in that
200
movie
miles an hour.
Twister. I mean, yeah, you would think it's got it can pick up a roof, you know. I'm sure it can pick up a cow.
I'm sure it could definitely pick up a cow.
So no people flying around though.
I would imagine so.
Somewhere there's somebody.
But Antigua, they said, didn't get it very bad. I don't know, but like Category 6 storm.
Jesus.
So, one of the most powerful canes in history.
Dang.
And one of the stories I saw, Florida sheriff said if you want to go to jail or if you want to go to a shelter, if you have a warrant, they will arrest you at the shelter. So basically, if you have a warrant in Florida, then you better not go to a shelter.
Oh, come on now.
Because you will be arrested.
Why?
You might get a free meal, but...
You'll get a free meal and some
in jail,
I guess. Yeah, in jail. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Why?
It's a place to stay.
Yeah. Wow.
There's not enough room in the FEMA camps, so. Hey, we're already getting our first call.
Hello there.
You're live on Higher Thought.
Hey, how are you?
Hello.
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 Hello. How you doing?
What's going on?
Good. Okay.
Yeah, what you got?
Huh?
What you think about this weather outside?
Oh, pretty good.
It is pretty good. It is
It's
pretty good.
so nice, so nice. It's been raining like every day this summer.
I know, it has been raining.
Now we're
every
in
day.
work and it's like beautiful weather, like not a cloud in the
Inside all
sky.
day.
Right.
Boo.
But Florida is kind of getting ready for a big storm coming up, and I guess they say it's supposed to hit right around 9/11, September 11th.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So.
Uh-oh, here come the conspiracy theorists.
So what do you normally do to get prepared for a storm, caller? Are you just the type that parties it up during the hurricane?
Hurricane parties? Me too.
I do both. I do both. So, hey, you still with us there, caller?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
All right.
we had asked you, what do you normally do to get prepared for hurricanes? Do you like try to evacuate, or do you just stay and rough it out, or?
No, I'm still.
You stay? All right.
Huh? Yeah.
All right, cool. So just there toughening out. Maybe having a little drink, getting some water.
Yep.
All right.
So, are you a big fan of the show Higher Thought? Have you watched us before?
No.
No? Okay, just flipping through the channels and saw it?
Huh?
What, you were just like TV surfing, channel surfing, and we're like, hey, look at those two good-looking people.
Aha.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
That must be it. Well, caller, we appreciate you calling. Do you have a name that you go by, an alias?
Hazel.
Hazel. Nice. That's a pretty name. Like it.
Well, we appreciate you watching, Hazel, and keep on watching. Yeah.
Please.
We're on every Thursday at 6.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll keep on doing it. So,
Thanks,
Hazel, you have
Hazel.
a good day. Thanks for calling.
Okay. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right,
How about
Hazel.
that?
Come on.
Go
First
ahead,
time
Hazel.
caller.
Yeah, first time caller. We like second time callers as well,
Yes,
though.
we do.
So, hey, maybe we'll hear from Hazel next week.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. So I guess to finish about the storm, also in Florida, they had an NFL game scheduled for Sunday that has been postponed.
Okay. Miami or Tampa?
I think it was maybe Miami. I'm not sure. I'm
Okay.
not sure.
And they postponed it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean you just kind of got to do
people
that.
are leaving.
Yeah, right.
People are leaving. Let's see. A pro surfer died catching Irma's waves in Barbados.
I mean,
Yeah,
That's
I
kinda-
mean, it's like point
sorry
break.
you're dead, but that's
kind
kind
of
of
a
what you
point
get.
break moment there, you know.
What are you doing? I don't know. There's those people that thrill seek, though, but that's...
Oh, I'm
That's
sure there
pretty
were
dumb.
some killer waves.
I'm
you
sure...
know, but
Yeah!
literally,
No
hey,
pun
like,
intended.
You know, like it was probably like a Sharknado wave. You know,
Yeah.
just like a shark, just like.
That's how it happened.
That's how it happened.
That's how it happened.
This is,
Wasn't
get your news here,
drowning or
y'all.
anything
Get your
like
news
that.
here. Let's see what else about that gas shortage in Florida.
Yeah.
So,
And you have, you know, is there a limit whenever you go up to the gas station? You pull up to the gas tank and it's in an emergency situation. Is there a limit you can get? Because
maybe in a
some
gas
people
shortage.
have like giant gas tanks and some people have little bitty gas
right.
tanks.
Some people
you know?
it takes them like $80 to fill their tank.
Yeah.
Some people it takes them $20.
But, you know, some people have, and some trucks have 2 gas tanks on them, so they're going to fill up all of it, right? And they don't
Right.
need it all. But, I mean, so then it leaves these people who are there who are screwed now. Like, there are people that can't get gas. They can't go anywhere.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
And
People
I
should be
mean,
more courteous.
And that's one of the topics that I would like to discuss today.
Okay.
So now for our first discussion topic. Yes, indeed. So our dependency on technology.
Oh, don't get me started.
So, and like how dependent we've become, and like these storm situations kind of shed light on how dependent we really are on the system. And when the system fails, as far as our power grid, well, then
People don't know what to
society
do.
fails.
It's
We don't know what to
chaotic.
do. Water becomes $50 a bottle.
Yep.
You know, and that's pretty much what they were kind of charging over there.
In Harvey, yeah. So we become dependent because we're just not self-sufficient anymore. We
Well, who
can't
knows how
be
to farm
self-sufficient.
around
right.
here? I mean, like I'm sure actually in Acadiana, a lot
There
of
are
people
a
know
lot
how
of
to
people that
farm,
do
but
know how to farm.
in America, not a lot of people know how to hunt, fish,
That's right.
farm, garden, all that
right.
good stuff to be able to sustain, you know, life.
Yep.
And
so when
we
disaster
become
strikes,
dependent
we're
on the
screwed.
system, and so when that system fails, we're all screwed unless you know how to survive.
Yep. And I can't say that if something happened here, you know, if it was bad enough, I don't know what I would do. I don't really know I don't think I could survive. You know, we have a little house in a neighborhood.
Well,
What
I've
are you gonna
always
do with
said
that?
I would just go to my Uncle Jody's house, you know. I mean,
Yeah, that's a
because
good
he's
place
an
to go.
avid hunter. He's got like dead animals, like in the carcasses
As trophies.
all over his house.
Dead carcasses.
Yeah, and it's like it's from Ace Ventura, Nature When Nature Calls. That kind of like setup.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. So he knows what he's doing. He's a survivor.
And I mean, if a country really wanted to attack the United States, and they were talking about this on the news the other day, it's like you wouldn't have to bomb us or nuke us because that would only take out like one city or one state or whatever.
Right, and then we're just
And
going to destroy you after
if
that.
you really wanted to take down America, you'd take down the power grid
Yep.
and blow an EMP or an electromagnetic pulse.
Yep.
As, you know, it's abbreviated.
That would shut things down completely.
but if
and we
the
wouldn't know
power
what to
goes
do.
out, you know, and there's no way
No
of
communication.
yeah, shipping stuff and getting supplies to areas, you know, hey, you know, what are you going to do for clean water? Because you're certainly not getting it from the river.
Right.
You know, so you're going to try and catch you some rainwater, you know.
Which isn't that clean either. So
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
yeah, it's a valid point. You don't really think about it, and I'm sure most of these people going through these disasters don't think about it until it happens.
Well, even a friend of mine said the other day, I think it was maybe Tuesday night, that they completely had a power shutout in all of Rain.
Oh, wow.
And like they had a blackout for like 3 or 4 hours.
Dang, I wonder why.
It was something about energy. You know, and I mean, I don't know if it was just her particular neighborhood or what the deal was, but needless to say, she said that like everybody was out in their cars, pretty much charging their phones and getting
my
some
God,
AC.
no.
You know, so it's like they can't even stay in the house.
Oh, my
You gotta go
God.
out in your car, get some AC,
So that you can have-
get your phone charging. We're so funny as people in the 21st century.
It's such a shame.
You know, so can you survive, Acadiana? Call us. Tell us what you would do. 366-8950. If, say, the EMP was blown, you know, could you survive Raging Cajuns? Would you go hunt us some wild boar? And I don't know what else.
Some people would. Wild boar.
Some deer.
Some deer.
Some
Some
deer.
ducks.
Some ducks.
And would you share? I don't know.
And hey, yeah, I mean, we share.
Because I'll need some.
You know, but you'll have to bring your talents to the table, you know.
Oh, I'm very talented.
Ooh.
Get a lot to offer.
Hey-o. She can teach her kids. Yeah.
That's right.
That's all we're going there. So, I think that's all I got on Storm. Oh, wait, one more. One more
Storm.
Physicist, Dr. Michio Kaku or whatever. He's on, like, a lot of those, I don't know, Discovery Channel, like Morgan Freeman type science shows.
Okay, little documentaries.
He's like the Asian guy.
Okay.
He's got his hair slicked
The
back.
token Asian.
But like he did an interview on CBS where basically he admitted that like there's weather control devices.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Like
It's been-
explicitly admitted it, or wow.
You know,
On
like
CBS?
that we can manipulate weather. Yeah, on an interview on CBS, and it was like
Was
a
it
year
like
ago.
hypothetically? Like yes, hypothetically we can
No,
manipulate
it was
weather.
like we are doing it.
Wow.
You know, so
There you
interesting stuff. But that was about a year ago, and never heard anything about it since. You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if. You know, like he ended up in a ditch.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, is he alive?
You're right. I don't know. I didn't do the
Probably
follow up. Sorry. You know, that's on the other news station.
Al Gore knocked him off.
Yep. See, over across the Pacific. Oh, wait, no, it's the Atlantic. Yeah, over across the Atlantic. More of my world geography here. The Great Repeal is going on over the Brexit.
Oh, okay. So they're going through that whole process
Right,
now.
a bunch of people
my
are
God.
saying, "Oh, we don't want a Brexit," and some people are, "Oh, crikey, we do
I do
want
want a Brexit."
Oh, bollocks! I do want a Brexit. Oh, we will Brexit! I tell you, we will Brexit.
Except they're probably not as aggressive because they're British. But
Right, bollocks!
I would like to have a Brexit, please,
One Brexit, please, with some fish and chips,
if you don't mind.
if you don't mind. Well, hello. Yes, indeed.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
All right. A wicked granny that make a wicked cup of cocoa.
I used to
Something like
love that
was a good
movie. Oh my God. I love
Dude
that one.
looks like a lady.
What was the topic? Brexit.
Brexit. The British. We should do the whole like
We should,
segment
the-
in like a British accent.
The rest of the show?
No, the whole like segment.
The
of,
whole new
like,
show?
The British part.
Let's do it.
The British, UK are debating the Brexit.
Okay, so
And also over in the UK, a man called 911 because on his first date, a Tinder date, he met this lady, but she got
Actually went on a
stuck in
date.
a window throwing her poop out. How about that? That is not symbolic,
What?
literally.
kind of party were they having? Oh my God.
Exactly.
Is that what Tinder
Did she
is?
just poop her pants?
What?
She pooped her knickers, I
She
think.
pooped her knickers.
So it's total bollocks,
She
I tell
pooped her
you.
knickers.
What is going on in the UK?
So she was-
God save the Queen.
She was in the bathroom and she had to poo and then didn't make it in time and threw the poo out. That's the scenario.
Or
we don't know.
maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah.
I can't. I can't. Is my laugh British enough? Because that's all you're getting. I can't do it.
Let's have a cup of tea. Which I really am drinking. That sweet diabetes from Popeyes.
I'm not.
Tonight's show brought to you by the Circle K
Again.
and the Pope Yes.
Pope, yes.
Is that how they spell it?
I think
Pope Yes.
Pope,
Pope Yes.
Pope, yes.
It's like basically hypnotizing you to,
Be a Catholic.
Be Catholic and want to eat chicken.
It is a company
Be
based
Catholic.
out of Louisiana.
Yeah.
They got a little thing right
The
there.
Say yes to the Pope.
Say yes to the Pope.
What do you say about it, Catholics? Let's see. Speaking of which, Catholic Church
What?
has economic interest in, and this is quotes, quote unquote, economic interest in, quote unquote, unlimited illegal immigration, says.
Well, yeah, because what are most Spanish Mexican people? What's their religion?
Catholic.
They're all Catholics.
Yep.
So they're going to come here and not going to pay taxes, but they're sure going to put some money in the church.
Put some money in the church.
Because they're all devout, really devout.
Put it in my bucket so we can evacuate storm and not open our church to the people? I don't know if that sounds.
Who was that supposed to be?
I don't know. This is supposed to be somebody.
Somebody
that's a
that.
preacher.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the preacher.
The preacher.
He's not a great preacher. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It was like Bill Clinton, the preacher.
Yeah, Bill Clinton. It was kind of Bill Clinton, the
It
preacher.
was.
I did not have sexual relations with that little boy. I mean, is what the preacher would say, right?
Right, yeah.
You know,
Or the priest.
you know, why are the choir boys' hair parted down the middle?
You've told me this so many times.
Bless you, my son. Okay, I can't tell you why nuns love Jesus, though.
You can't.
I
You
can't tell you why
cannot.
nuns love Jesus.
Don't pound on the table.
Okay, we won't do it. We won't do it.
Not gonna do it.
Dennis Rodman offered to straighten things out between Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un.
Oh God! Didn't he used to do that? Didn't he? Wasn't he like Kim Jong Il's like best friend?
He like lived over there, I think,
Yeah.
for a little bit.
yeah. So he's offering to be the mediator.
Well, and like I think he played basketball over there, maybe.
Did he?
And, like, yeah, after he retired from the NBA, and like he
Oh,
went and played
okay.
a year or two there, maybe.
He's weird. He's such a
Yeah,
weirdo.
well- And I think he's offered to play peacekeeper between Donald Trump and Kim Jong Un.
Wow.
Hey, but I mean, you got to give it to the guy, you know. I mean, like he got a lot of rebounds in the NBA, and he's trying to rebound
America.
You know,
Hey, if it works,
I'm all for it.
it works. You know.
I mean, hey, like a basketball, we're gonna bounce back.
hey,
you know?
there's just metaphors all up in this one.
You know, all up in that thing. Yeah. So we got that one. We got that one. I should be checking these off. What did we talk about? The Gap closing 200 stores. You like the Gap?
Not really. They're too expensive, and their stuff just is, it's kind of plain. I mean, I kind of like plain stuff, but
I like plain
It's too
stuff
expensive.
too, but the good thing is Gap owns Old Navy and Athleta. I don't know that one.
Never heard of that
Never
one.
heard of that one. But I mean, I like some Old Navy stuff.
I like
you know.
Old Navy because
Old Navy.
that's the Gap, but much cheaper
Gap cheaper. You know.
and more stuff.
I like it. I like it.
Why is that a good thing though? Does that mean they're going to close down some Old Navy stores, or is it just the Gap stores?
It's just the Gap stores are closing 200 stores, I guess, because Gap is going out of styles as a brand.
Yeah.
So the Old Navy's in style as a brand.
Okay.
So
Hopefully it doesn't get more expensive. They've kind of
I
already
remember
set
the Gap was
precedent,
like
though.
popular when I
In
was
the 90s.
Yeah, when I was
Yeah.
in high school. So
They were.
and speaking of jobs, Amazon is looking for a second headquarters.
Where's
They're
their headquarters now?
in Seattle.
Okay.
And since they've opened their headquarters in Seattle, it's brought $38 billion to their economy.
Wow. Oh my God.
So they're looking for the second headquarters, and one of the places that they're looking for, they're throwing their name in the hat hardcore, is Louisiana.
Okay,
and-
somewhere in Louisiana.
And with this will come 50,000 jobs.
Wow.
And,
Go
just
ahead.
kind of doing the internet
Amazon
age.
is huge. They definitely need a second headquarters.
Without a doubt,
you know?
they said it would be equal to the first one.
Wow.
So,
Hopefully it's
that would
Lafayette.
be huge for the economy.
It probably wouldn't be Lafayette. It's
Well,
probably
they
too
said they
small
want it
here.
close to an international airport.
So New Orleans.
It would probably, but they said they also wanted it to be a city of over 1 million people. And
Is there a city in Louisiana that has over
no,
1 million
there's
people?
only like 3.5 million in the state.
Yeah, like
You
even
know?
New Orleans has only like 400,000 or something.
Yeah, and I mean you've got your greater New Orleans areas.
Oh, yeah, that's
you
true.
Know, I mean like your Metairie and your Kennebra and
That would be cool for New Orleans. Would be a cool city for it. You
Yeah,
know?
I think so.
It's a hip city. You know,
and people like to travel
young
there.
people are there. People like to travel there.
You know, and I mean they tend to stay And these companies, like these internet companies, treat their employees very well.
Yeah, they're very fair, and they're all about, like, they understand employee efficiency and what it takes to make that, you know.
And creating a positive environment
Exactly.
to work in,
Yes.
and create things, you know. So
Yep.
I totally dig it. So speaking of tech stuff, T-Mobile was named by Speed Test, apparently this company that does tests of how fast phones are, and T-Mobile is the fastest carrier nationwide.
Damn, really?
How
But
about
what does
that?
fastest mean?
I guess
Like, how can cell phones be
Like
faster
maybe-
than another?
like playing a video or someone
like
streaming a
download
video,
time and stuff? Okay.
or
Cool.
you know, or just
You
like
would have never thought.
Yeah, T-Mobile. How about it?
But is that because they don't have as many users?
That is
And there's
possible
not
as
as that
well,
many people using their network?
and it's not as big of a network as well. So I mean, I'm not really sure. They say like all those percentages are really close, but the phone stuff is like it's getting like ridiculous. Like not
It's-
only like with the people like oh my god
The
phone,
phone bills.
but the phone bills and like the fact that
I
like,
can't pay my bills.
I used to be able
I
to
can't
get
pay
a
my
free
automobiles.
phone every time if like you sign the 2-year contract. Like, hey, I'll
Free
you know,
phone.
I'll use that free phone. But now no more free phone.
You
for
gotta pay for
no
it.
more free phone.
It's on your you pay for it in your contract,
So,
right? Like $25 a month. Isn't that what it is? Or you can
I
pay
think
for it
is
outright.
25. So you end up
but
paying like $1,000 for a phone,
for a $500 phone.
and it's bobo.
It's really bobo.
It's really bobo. So I'm just gonna stick with my bobo, you know, Galaxy
I'm
5
keeping
or
my,
whatever
that phone
it is.
as long as I
You know,
possibly
I
can.
almost want to go back to a flip phone. You know,
Yeah.
that's about where I'm at.
Just because of the fact that, you know, I'm
Like,
a
if I
little
can, like,
dependent on the phone.
If I
a
can
little
text
bit.
and call, I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, it's nice to look at the internet every now and again, you know, but...
But it's better to not just have it on you constantly, you know?
Right, okay, I'm bored, let me look at my phone.
Yeah, instead
or,
of
okay, I'm at a
doing
stoplight, let
something
me look at my
else.
phone. Or, okay, I'm driving, let me look at my phone.
I did that
Um,
today on the way back home from work. I did
You were that gal.
I was.
What is this
and I was
idiot
trying.
doing in front
I
of
was
me?
trying to hide
Grr!
it too, which was even. I knew I was doing the wrong thing. I was trying to hide it. And
Oh.
I felt guilty. I won't do it again.
Yeah, well, how about speaking of social networking, most older Americans and non-whites are getting their news via social networking now.
Not surprising.
Yeah, everybody is, right? Well, so yeah, I mean, everybody just scrolls through the little
Older
Facebook feed.
people.
Older
and
Americans
non-white people.
and non-white people.
Well, what about the younger people? It's got to be true for them too, or they just not pay attention to the news.
They don't really pay attention to the news.
Yeah, they never know what's going on.
I didn't pay attention to the news that much as a kid.
I didn't
you know?
really
I mean, other
either.
than like current events and stuff.
Stuff that you
know.
had to do for school.
Right, or like, you know,
It's
oh
true,
dang,
it's
Kurt
true.
Cobain died, you know? It's like,
Right.
that was
Yeah.
big news. Also, Netflix kind of had a loss here. Star Wars and Marvel movies are no longer going to be streaming on Netflix. Because Disney is going to start their new streaming
That's
service.
right. Yeah.
So they're going to have like the Disney channel, I guess, that you got to pay for. And pretty soon it's just going to where you're just going to have to pay for each channel you want, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I think cable will be obsolete because you can just go in there and pick the.
like, okay.
Everybody's going to stream their own stuff.
Dude,
eventually.
everybody's going to have Disney because like
Of course.
you put that on and
You
like
have
your
kids.
like you've got babysitters for days with
Yeah.
that. You know,
And that's what we
babysitters
do
for
in
days.
America is we put
You
our
know,
kids in
like-
front of televisions and phones.
Oh, these Disney movies like make a lot of the core values in a lot of these little girls all across America.
Oh, sure they
grew
do.
up, grew up wanting the fairy tale.
Yep,
you know?
absolutely. It's a
And-
very idealistic view of.
And now they have,
Kids.
you know, characters like Elsa and Frozen that are, you know,
That's
gay
what they
and,
say.
you know,
That's what people say.
I don't know.
But maybe so. If she is, hey, it's cool. It's fine.
It's
I'm
cool.
into it. It's fine.
It's hip. Get with it, Disney.
But also with Disney, they're making these sequels to these animated films, right? That they know kids freaking love and are gonna bug the crap out of their parents until they go see. And the sequels aren't even that great, one. And two, they're
Right.
making a crap ton of money.
A lot of them go straight to DVD, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, but like you're talking about, like even like the Despicable Me part.
Yeah, and
3
actually
or
those are
whatever.
pretty good,
Yeah, they're
those.
usually pretty good.
Those
Most
are.
animated movies I see are pretty entertaining.
I like animated movies. The sequels are not as good, though, is what I'm
I
saying.
agree with you there. I agree.
But they're still making a lot of
There
money
are
on
a few
it.
exceptions, but speaking of like all of that, Spotify and Hulu have decided to partner on an entertainment bundle. You know, to where you can get your Spotify and Hulu kind of together.
Nice.
As a
I have
package.
both of those.
Yeah,
Sweet. I
so
was going to get rid of
maybe
you
say-
too, Hulu.
Yeah,
But now I won't.
Well, Hulu has been kind of weird lately.
Yeah.
It's like too many commercials, and it stops like during the.
It's like
video
a regular, watching a regular television show. And the
it kinda
commercials are
is.
longer. And
Well,
sometimes.
it's like 2 minutes worth of commercials.
Yeah.
It ends up being.
Well, yeah, which is, I guess, the regular amount.
Let's see. USA is ready for some football tonight.
Yeah, who's playing
NFL
tonight?
season starts.
Oh, tonight is the. I thought it was last
It's the
week.
kickoff.
Okay.
And it's the Kansas City Chiefs at the New England Patriots, who won the Super Bowl last
Mm-hmm.
year. And, you know, they usually have the Super Bowl winner the first game.
Oh, do
of
they?
the
I didn't know
season.
that.
Yeah. And New England's favored, of course. Tom
Of
Brady, I
course,
think,
yeah.
is like 40
Brady's
years
back?
old. Yeah, he's like 40
40,
years
God,
old.
he's an old man.
But he's still like tearing it up, you
Yeah.
know. So I had a couple fantasy football drafts this past week.
I want to do
Always-
that.
Always fun.
I have never done that. I want to do
we
it.
could do it. The season hasn't started. Well, it starts tonight, but we can still do it.
Well,
Yeah, we'll have to get
Maybe.
round up some people. Hey, if you want to be in our fantasy league, 366.
Oh, the Higher Thought Fantasy League. That would
the
be
Higher Thought
awesome.
Fantasy League.
that'd be cool.
So I think that's all like my little tech news.
right.
ACT scores went up in Louisiana.
Whoa! Awesome.
How about
really
that?
good.
They have gotten up to a 19.5 average, whereas the national average is a 21. But hey, progress, not perfection,
Progress,
right?
yes, progress is good. And I know most all colleges in Louisiana, you have to at least have scored an 18 on the ACT. So, on average, most people are making a good enough score to get into college. That's good.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
That's good.
Oh yeah, I did have this about the storm. Don't donate your money to the Red Cross.
They're asking for monetary donations too, like specifically asking for monetary donations. But why should we not donate
Why
to them?
should we not donate your money to the Red Cross? Well, millions of dollars are missing in hurricane relief. Haiti warns us as a country, their president did, do not trust this company. Over $500 million were collected during the Haiti earthquake. Yet all that money, they only built 6 homes in Haiti.
Wow.
They only rebuilt 6 homes.
Wow, yeah, because Haiti's still
Where they
in pretty
claim
bad
that
shape.
they built 130,000.
And they really only built 6.
But, yeah, the reality is they
Wow.
built 6. And Red Cross even admits that 25% of the money they get is spent on internal costs.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
So it's just like that money is just like you don't know where it's going.
I heard a commercial for them today on the talk radio station that I listen to, and they're asking for monetary donations. They don't want any kind of supplies donated, and they promise that 91 cents of every dollar goes to what you want it to go to.
Can I get that in writing or like where it's going?
Yeah.
I mean, so it's hard to say, and I think that like they were saying they were trying to recover their, I guess, reputation after the whole Haiti thing, and then phone call during the show. So
Not that phone.
not that phone. Let's see. To wrap up the news here, Kid Rock tells the Nazis and the KKK to stay the F away from his Senate tour. Because he's running for Senate.
He's running for Senate?
Kid Rock running for Senate. Ball with the ball, baby.
Oh, he'll get it.
Oh, yeah,
he'll get it.
definitely. Just like if The Rock wanted to run for president.
He'd get it.
If you smell what the
Wasn't he-
president
he was talking
is
about that.
legislating.
He was talking about that, right?
He was.
Yeah.
And actually, he was on Saturday Night Live. I saw this past weekend and randomly watching it. And And Tom Hanks was on there with them, and they were joking about it, how like it'd be Johnson and Hanks for running on the ticket in 2020.
Johnson and Hanks.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, The Rock. Yeah.
So-
Wow, that would be crazy.
Yeah, definitely. So, we made it to the 30-minute mark. Let's go ahead and switch up our.
Let's
our
do
change
it.
tune here.
do
A little
it.
halftime. A little halftime. Move around. Right? Hey, what's up?
Hey, my
All
daughter
right.
goes to your school.
Yeah, you know her daughter. You know her daughter. Yes. So, this day in history.
This day in history.
This day in history. In 70 A.D., the Romans occupied Jerusalem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Romans occupied Jerusalem.
Yeah, and
Many
then
things that they've occupied.
about 300 years later, they started Christianity.
Oh,
So how about that?
how about that?
Yeah. 1813, so moving in time a little bit, the term Uncle Sam was first used to refer to the United States.
Okay.
Uncle Sam.
I didn't know it was that old. I thought it was around the Civil War time.
1813.
1813,
the
the
War of 1812. There you go.
We're so smart.
Yeah, exactly. Get that history there. 1889, the Sherlock Holmes stories begin.
Okay, yeah, and most of them take place during that time period.
Surely. 1916, Congress passes a bill for workman's comp.
1916?
1916, yeah, I guess a bunch of people like during the Industrial Revolution getting hurt.
Getting hurt, not getting
and
compensated.
Not getting, right, so.
That was that whole Upton Sinclair novel, The Jungle, where people were just getting ground up in meat factories.
Pretty
and getting
much,
screwed
yeah.
over.
That's kind of how it was.
Yeah.
But hey, they were making a good living though back in that day. Because our money wasn't just fake paper. It was just like actually backed by gold.
They weren't making a good living, though. Those people live like
yeah, you know what I
crap.
mean. You know what I mean. Well, it was the American dream. They weren't, and that was like actually not bad work for back in the day. You were gonna have to do something grueling.
I guess, but,
So, 1921, the first Miss America pageant.
1921? Okay, I didn't know. Who was the first winner? What state?
America.
Did it say that?
I don't know. I didn't read that far.
That
into
would
it.
be, stop calling.
Yeah, who calls? Who calls like that? Sheesh. Oh, of course, Mom.
Calls at the most
You know how
inconvenient
Mom always
times.
calls at the most inopportune times? Like, you'll be like in the drive-thru about to place your order, like, ding, Mom calls, or like,
You're like, hold on, wait,
or you
no.
just finished making dinner, you're about to take your first bite, you're like, Mom calls, or like you're about to have sex with your girlfriend, you're like, Mom calls, like, ah!
Mom calls. We need to
Mom
make
calls.
a song. Mom calls.
Mom calls. I love you, Mom.
Call you back.
Call you back. Call you back. All right. Let's see. 1936. The Boulder Dam, or Hoover Dam, as
Hoover
they call
Dam
it now, started operating. Or started
1936?
operation. 1936.
Okay.
September 7th. Yep.
All right.
1963.
Damming
The Pro
it up.
Football Hall of Fame in Canton was dedicated. What does it mean when when a building is dedicated?
Does that mean is that like christened in a way?
Maybe,
Like
yeah.
maybe the building was built already, but they dedicated
Or
to
maybe
be
somebody
the Hall
bought
of
it
Fame?
and dedicated it to the Football Hall of Fame or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
What year was that?
1963.
Okay. All right.
And the Super Bowl, I think, didn't get started until like 69 or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
Or
that
maybe
late.
67. Yeah.
Okay.
Or 66. Somewhere around there. Let's see. 1979. Speaking of sports, ESPN debuted. So
Really, God, these are all shocking me. 1979. I would have thought that would be in the 90s.
Really?
Yes, I didn't.
remember
I thought it was
ESPN
just a
in the
cable
80s.
thing.
ESPN, it was in the 80s.
I guess
They
there was
even had,
cable
like,
in the
professional
80s.
wrestling on ESPN there for a minute.
Oh, okay. What? I didn't know. I don't watch sports and did not when I was a
Well,
child.
I mean, as a kid, ESPN was a thing. I wasn't born until 83, but 96, Tupac was shot.
Aw,
And it came out earlier
today?
this year. Suge Knight was saying that like it was somebody shooting at Suge Knight, and they ended up shooting Tupac too.
Okay, he denied it like outright, like it didn't
like 20
happen.
years,
yeah.
right.
And now he's saying, "Well, it did happen, but they shot first." Okay,
Right.
okay.
Speaking of all that music talk, there was a lot of MTV Music Awards today. Like they had several different ones and who won that year, and
Oh, okay,
saw like Madonna one year, like Eminem one year, yada yada yada.
okay.
You know.
I want to hear him.
I didn't write them.
Oh, you just said this was the day for that.
It was a bunch of MTV Music
Okay.
Award days.
Okay,
2006, Borat premiered.
love it.
Yeah.
Borat.
Borat.
Damn, 11 years ago. Wow.
I know, a long time ago.
God.
So that wraps up this day in history. How about the birthdays?
Whose birthday
Happy
is it?
birthday to you. Sorry. So in 1503, Queen Elizabeth I. And I think there was a second and a third, huh?
We're on number 2 now.
Are we?
Yeah, we're on
we're
number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
her like great
Yeah.
grandma.
Yep. She was a badass too.
Yeah. that's what I
Elizabeth
heard.
I.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. She was a cruel bitch.
I think they made a TV show after her, maybe.
Oh yeah, bunches of them.
1860. I didn't even really know about this person, but there was an actual person called Grandma Moses.
Grandma Moses.
Yeah,
I don't
she
know
was
that
a painter.
reference.
You never heard you're slow as Grandma Moses.
I've never heard that.
No, you never heard that?
Swear.
Grandma Moses. Okay.
Grandma Moses. But there was someone called Grandma Moses, and she was slow.
She was slow.
Okay.
She's a painter, so
She
she,
was a
might have been
painter.
a slow
She
painter.
painted. She painted
painter.
slow.
1908. Paul Brown. You know who that is?
Yes. No.
He actually he has to do with the NFL Hall of Fame.
Paul Brown.
But he was the coach of Cleveland and the Browns, and they actually named the team after him.
I was going to ask that, and I was like, no way, they didn't.
So, but-
You're gonna-
He never did do the number 2 though, as far as taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. Get it?
Hey.
Hey. 1923. Louise Suggs, who I didn't really know who she was, but the co-founder of the LPGA.
Okay.
As far as starting golfing for the chicks.
Good.
1936.
Good.
What's with these homies dissing my boy? Buddy Holly.
Oh yeah, Weezer.
Buddy Holly.
Is that Weezer?
Well,
Who
that's
is
the
that?
name of the song. Yeah, it's Weezer's
Yeah.
song. But Buddy Holly's the name of the song. Weezer is the name of the band. Buddy Holly was born in 1936 and died in a plane crash.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. 1973, you'll like this one. Shannon Elizabeth. Does the name ring a bell?
No.
When I wake up in the morning and I look inside the morning, I don't think I'll
Oh,
ever
Saved
make
by
it
the
on
Bell. Oh,
time.
wait. Was
Shannon
she the
Elizabeth.
one who did Dreamgirls too?
Showgirls.
Showgirls, yeah. Okay,
Jessie
she was
Spano.
Slater's girlfriend. And
Slater's
they had like
girlfriend.
this really
And she took
tumultuous
Speed one
relationship.
show,
Yeah.
and, like we all remember that.
She was the bad, like, tough chick.
Yeah, if you haven't watched Saved by the Bell, go check it out on your Netflix.
You're about, what, 30 years late? 20 years late?
a little about 20 years late from
20,
it being
25,
cool. You know, it's
from
probably
being
going to
cool.
be, it'll be more of a history lesson for you.
Dude, I think Zach Morris was every girl's dream. That
All
was
the
my
chicks
age.
wanted the Zach Morris.
Zach Morris and JTT.
You know, and-
Do you remember JTT?
Justin Taylor.
Jonathan
Or
Taylor
Jonathan
Thomas.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I do
On Home
remember that
Improvement.
craze. I do remember
That was
the
a
craze.
big one. Had a poster.
Whoa. All right,
All
we got Corey
right.
calling.
Hey!
Corey, what up, man?
What's happening?
Hey!
Chili McGilly, my dog.
I got a quick question for you.
Yeah, what you got?
What's your prediction Monday night?
Saints game.
are they
The
playing?
Saints are playing the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. I think it's going to be a really good game, Corey. The Saints have a very high-powered offense, but I think it's going to be a close game, come down to the last minute, and I'm hoping the Saints pull it out, but I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe lose.
Give me your final score.
My final score prediction, I'm going to say Saints 30 to Vikings 27.
You sure about that?
Why not?
Now let me tell you something. I'm gonna put it to you like this. If we win Monday night,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna call you that Thursday, and we're gonna talk about it.
Well, I definitely think we're going to win. Yeah. I mean,
but if
win or
we don't
lose,
win,
you
I-
should call us next week and we can talk about it.
Hey, but look, if we don't win, I ain't gonna call you.
That's what we
Oh,
do as
no.
Saints fans. We sit and pout about it all the next week. You know, the Saints always lose.
All right, but if we win, I'm gonna call you.
Definitely. Okay,
Well, we will
look
get that
forward
call.
to your call. I'm going to be rooting for the Saints extra hard just so we can get your call, Corey.
Please do. Please do.
Yes, sir, will do.
Hey, we need that victory.
We do
Yeah, we
need
do.
the victory, sir.
We ain't win 1-0 in a while.
Yeah, we do need a little win, you know.
Nice little kickstart to the season. Be nice.
Yeah, and I think Adrian Peterson is on the Saints now. He used to play for the Vikings, so he's gonna want to maybe tear it up against his old team.
And maybe he knows some
I
stuff.
think he gonna cut off.
He could give us some of the secrets.
Give us some secrets, some Viking secrets.
Give us some Viking secrets.
That's how we win.
I think he gonna cut off though.
That's what we do. We cut up.
I think so. I'm gonna say 31-28.
31-28.
That's pretty close to mine. I like it.
He did the Price is Right dollar over.
I know you won the 1 point overbid me. That way you get to win the Showcase Showdown.
Well, you
You priced is right at him.
I mean, like, I just got the music. Boom, 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 boom. Because I lost.
Yeah, man.
I lost.
If we don't win Monday, I'm not calling.
Well,
Aw.
okay. Well, I hope the Saints win.
I
Me
might
too.
call.
So, Corey, give us and our viewers here on Acadiana a good Hoodat chant, and we'll let you go.
Who that, baby? Let's go.
Hoodat! Hoodat!
We read about this year.
Yeah, that's how it's going down, Corey. Well, we appreciate the call, man.
Thanks,
You have a
Corey.
good one.
All right, y'all be good.
You
All right,
too.
take it easy, bro. Late.
Bye. That was an
indeed.
awesome Who Dat chant.
Who dat? Yeah, we appreciate the calls. We appreciate the calls
Loving
from
the
everyone.
calls.
Yeah, second call
Hazel.
day. Where's the third?
Come on, all good things come in threes.
Hey, people
Let's
believe
go.
in me. Woo. Let's see. One last birthday, 1981. Paul McCoy. Know who that is?
No, I thought you were going to say McCartney, but that wouldn't be.
Paul McCoy is the singer of 12 Stones, and I was surprised that he actually made the list.
12 Stones? Who is that?
You don't know who 12 Stones is?
No.
They sing, 'Cause I'm broken, ain't the pain away. Deep inside I'm broken. And he sings that song
Not
with
ringing a bell.
Evanescence chick.
The Wake Me Up Inside?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the guy.
All right.
Paul McCoy.
I know that song. All right,
Yeah.
Paul McCoy. When was he born? 81?
1981. But here's a fun fact for you. In my old band, Spoonfed, our first show was in a talent show against 12 Stones, and we won the talent show.
What?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
y'all should be in the limelight and not them.
We
He's
should
not
be.
really though anymore, right? I mean, I guess that song gets played in a pretty
they
good bit.
still have like a underground following. It's like they play like, I don't know, House of Blues. You know, like what's the name of the place in Baton Rouge? That
The
has
Varsity.
Varsity, yeah, that kind of size
So
place.
like a medium size.
A medium, you know, small
They're
medium,
medium.
small medium. Your mom likes the
Small
small medium. You know?
I tend to like the small medium myself.
You like the small medium? Well, I mean, like the
See?
medium large. It's a small medium, you know. But did you notice how like everything is bigger nowadays? Like
Mm-hmm.
the old medium is now like the small,
Yep.
you know, and the old large
the
is
kid
now
size.
the medium. Yeah,
Yeah.
and like the old small is the kid size now. So
That's why, like, you can get Polar Pops any size for 79 cents, right? But I feel like I have to limit myself. I've already had one today
yeah.
at the large. I don't ever go up to the extra large.
So,
Never.
caffeine fiend, right?
I think I might be
caffeined.
addicted to caffeine. I don't know. I mean,
That'd be
more
like,
so than normal.
that could be like your wrassler name, like caffeined.
Caffeined.
And just like get all like,
CAFFIND.
drink a bunch of caffeine and like,
Just
ah!
go crazy.
That's okay.
That's
I got
me.
paid.
That's me in my classroom. My kids are like, "Oh God."
Holy moly. Sleep's
But-
giving me a panic attack.
Really, though, I think I might be addicted to caffeine, and I don't know what to do about that, except just keep drinking
Well,
more
I
caffeine.
mean, possibly switching
I wake
into
up
a
too
more
early.
natural, like kind of tea.
The
kind of thing.
the B12 has never worked for me. It just doesn't do it. So these do though, probably because they're loaded with sugar as well.
Well, I mean, I guess sniffing cocaine is always another alternate,
I'm almost to that
but
point.
you know,
Waking up at
it's just
4:30
a
in the
little
morning.
expensive and a little bit illegal. So
Yeah,
we won't
79
do that.
cents
We don't
is
do
the right
illegal
price.
stuff. We don't do the illegal
We
stuff
don't do
here on
that.
Higher Thought.
We don't do that here.
Nope.
So watch it.
Couple studies. 1 in 5 males drop out of the labor market due to drugs. Speaking of which, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess more males have more labor jobs, and there's always drug tests, and usually it's lower class people, and they do, drugs. There's more drug use there, I guess,
Right. Well, and I guess just like when you're poor, you're depressed, and when you're depressed, you do drugs.
Yeah.
Let's see, value sizing. We were just talking about that. Mm-hmm. Value sizing is fueling the obesity epidemic.
Duh. I mean, who paid this person?
Exactly.
I could have done that.
Pretty obvious. How about this one? Online gaming is correlated with teen suicide.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems like everything is correlated to teen
Well,
suicide.
I
Yeah,
mean-
because you got people. Have you seen that? There's a video that's circulating where it's an older guy and like this 7-year-old, and they're doing the online gaming where and this 7-year-old is just like ripping this guy a new ass, like cussing at him, like
Really?
calling him out, and the older guy likes laughing at him. Then he starts like giving it back to him, So
Well, they're like
it's
learning
negative.
their language from people online
Yeah.
from all over the world. And,
Yeah.
It's like you gotta limit
very negative.
what your kids do on
You
the
do,
internet
yeah.
to a certain degree because you're opening it up to where they have the influence of the entire world.
That's right.
You
Yeah,
know.
and then so their little identities and individuality kind of gets stolen in a way. I guess not stolen,
Very
but
well could, but I mean,
taken away.
it
Not-
gets
not
shaped
that,
in
it
a
gets
way that you
shaped.
have no control over.
Right, yeah,
And
exactly.
if you're a good parent, you want some level of control in shaping and guiding your kids to their path.
Right.
Anyways, let's see. Dangers of meditation. They did a study
Oh my God.
that said that meditation is not really any more effective than medication. How about that?
Of course, they're saying that.
And
Who is they?
The reason why, well, the people that did the study, the reason why they said is because it's become separated from its ethical and spiritual roots, and it's sold as a therapeutic tool. However, people are not psychologically prepared, and it leads to potential emotional and psychological disturbance.
Because
which
you
varies
can't
among
meditate properly.
Well,
it's not bringing you
basically
relief?
because they, I guess, have darkness inside of them, and or
Wow.
it leads to psychological, emotional disturbances that come up from deep inside your subconscious, and so because it's all about kind of getting
Yeah.
into that silent moment. And it
But
says
isn't that-
there's no proof that it's any more effective than medication as a therapeutic tool.
But isn't that the goal of meditation? I mean, we all have that in us, right? We all have a little dark, little evil. We all have our little demons and battles that we deal with, internal conflicts. But that's what meditation is supposed to do. You're supposed to do it, and it's supposed to bring that stuff up, and then you kind of handle it, right?
Right,
But they're
exactly.
not.
So, I
handling
mean,
it.
it definitely will lead to some potential emotional and psychological disturbance that you're supposed to face and conquer.
And they're not
move
conquering.
forward and learn from that,
Right,
So,
yeah.
interesting here. Just a quick little
Yeah.
note on a little video I saw. Edward Bernays, you know who that is? 1928.
Sounds familiar.
He invented PR, public relations. It's
Okay.
actually Sigmund Freud, the psychologist, psychoanalyst, nephew.
Okay.
Anyways, he coined the term propaganda and wrote a book about it, and talked about the conscious and intentional manipulation of organized habits of the masses is important to democracy. Basically, democracy is not freedom; it's basically a popularity contest. And
Well, yeah.
basically, when you can manipulate the habits of the masses, you can have an invisible government that's
Absolutely.
running things, and nobody knows who it is.
There's you don't think about, you think about presidents as being superstars, especially probably since Kennedy, right? He was the first big superstar, but really, like, all of them in their own way were that. It was a popularity contest. They
still is.
They ran.
I mean,
It
any
definitely is
election,
now. It's
right?
very apparent, but
I mean, think of like homecoming queen or prom
Right.
queen or
Yeah.
all of that. Student president. But we got about 5 minutes left.
does that mean it's time for list? Yay! I'm so happy.
Well, and if you want to be happy, we've got that list, or how to get some positive karma, or 8 steps to higher thought, or what to do when your heart is broken, or what happens when your heart is broken. Yeah, so that one's kind of a bummer. We don't want to hear that.
That one is kind of a bummer.
If you want to be happy, get positive karma. 8 steps to higher thought, because hey, it's higher
It's higher
thought. First off, intuition. Go with your gut.
Yeah. I have a friend who I'll ask the question, how do you know if it's intuition or if you're just being like paranoid, if you're heady,
Well, it's
if you're
like
in
the
your
sixth
head.
sense, that you have in your.
But some people, sometimes it can be paranoia.
Right.
What's the difference? Going with your gut versus,
Well,
I'm just paranoid.
paranoia increases your alertness, and you're aware of your environment more. Your senses are more on, and so that's a survival mechanism. So, but a lot of people,
So maybe that's something you should...
it's something that's just inborn in you, and maybe it could be due to your ancestry. That's something like, I don't know, they had some wolves chasing them or something like
So
that,
it's just
some
kinda in
anxiety, and it's in
Okay.
you. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And you've forgotten it, but it's deep down in your soul, or maybe in a past life that happened.
Okay.
Even.
All right. That's
so-
interesting. I didn't really think about that. Anyways,
Yeah,
what's
it's buried down there. Let's see where we at with it. Second, listen to your desires. So as far as if you want to go do something, hey, if you want to be a painter, well then go paint.
Go paint, yeah.
If you want to have a
That's
great
definitely a good
body,
one.
then go exercise and don't eat as much McDonald's.
Right.
If you whatever you want, dream it
it.
and go do it.
Yep. As long as it's the right thing.
As long as it's the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Meditate. How about that? So reflect from time to time.
Yeah.
Right? Heal yourself. So I guess I can interpret that as, hangover days.
Okay.
Sleeping in.
Have time to
order a pizza.
to resuscitate yourself.
Sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Have some adventures in life.
Yeah, I'm a big one on that one.
Yeah,
Add
it's
some-
a balance. It's a balance. Relax from time to time, though. So, as we said, have some fun, relax.
Then relax.
But work, too.
But work too.
Um,
We work too much, though. As
and,
Americans as a whole, we work too much.
And last but not least, feel the presence and the energy of the universe,
Mm-hmm.
and just like the positive energy that we want to give off to others.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's part of getting some positive karma. Focus on your goals. Connect with the world within and around you. Responsibility to your commitments. Laugh at life and yourself. Be patient with yourself and the world. Have random acts of kindness and be open to change.
Yep.
All good things.
All go together.
All go together.
Yep.
So, we've got
About a minute.
About a minute. So, should we make like Trojan and wrap it up?
Yeah, we should. Yeah,
I
it's
said
always
that in
good
my
to wrap
cla-
it up.
I said that in my class one time, and
Did they get it?
it's always like a few get
Some
it.
of
a few get
them.
it.
Some of those little naughty kids.
Some of the naughty
they
kids.
know what it means.
Well, we love you, Acadiana. It's been another edition of Higher Thought with Holly and
It's been
Nayday.
a good one, yes.
It is a good one. It's a good one. Thanks for the calls earlier on,
We
y'all.
appreciate it.
Yeah, and
Real
it's
nice.
good stuff. And
NIHCE, nice.
September 14th, hopefully, we'll be praying for you out there, Florida, and all the other places getting whooped by the hurricane.
Yep.
But everybody
Hopefully
else,
everything's
let's
okay.
stay dry and enjoy
dry.
this nice weather here in Acadiana.
Supposed to get real good.
Yes, yes, indeed. Well, cheerio! This has been another edition. Goodbye! I think we might still be streaming if
think
we ever
so.
did stream, but, you know.
Did we stream?
I don't know, it was Shaheed,
Did
so.
we?
I'm not sure if we streamed. If we didn't stream, then I'm sorry.
I think I gotta go stream. If you know what I
I
mean. Oh, I said that on if YouTube's on. Hopefully it's not.
Oh, I don't want to stream.
Oh.